Hello everyone, welcome back to the Oaks. I am just finishing off a few of these little straggly bits at the edge of the field. We have finished the field completely now, which is awesome, and we have got quite a lot of crop in the trailer. We did another run, so this will be the third run over to the mill to drop this off. And hopefully there'll be a little bit extra for us, and maybe a few extra pennies before we pick up the money for the contract from Steve. But I am going to give him a bell just now before we run down with this third trailer load and see if we've got a tractor just we can borrow for a little bit. Could do with just something that's a little bit quicker on the roads to keep us going. Hopefully he'll be able to help us out, because it's really cutting into the amount of time that we are spending on this contract, and if I'm being honest, with no money in the bank, it's going to take us a long time to get money if we're doing everything at 6 miles an hour. So let's try and get a little bit more efficient. Now, he did say he was going to look for some other contracts for me, and he has indeed got in touch already. So we have another contract lined up. I don't know much about it yet. I'll ask him a bit more when I speak to him, but it's very positive, isn't it? Things are looking up. Right, let's get this, and then over in the other corner, it's just on the turns where the combine turns. Pretty standard behaviour, but there we go. There's a few more bits over there. We'll go and get those, and then we'll empty them into the trailer. So we'll get this sorted, and then we'll see you again. Right, here we go. Let's get these last, tiny amount, 38 litres. It's hardly worth it, was it? But at the moment, every single penny counts. So there we go. Right, let me give Steve a bill.
Hello FSG, how are you?
Hi Steve, that's the field finished. So, what I was going to ask you, do you have a tractor I can borrow? That Ford is a nice little tractor, but it's pretty under horsepowered for towing this trailer. I don't suppose you've got anything I could just borrow for a little while until I get myself on my feet?
Yes, I've got an old Fendt you could borrow. Let me just check with Frank, my son, and see if you are okay to borrow it. That's fine, just bring it back once you are done with it. In terms of the other contract, it's one of the other local farmers. He doesn't tend to use contractors, but he's been let down by a farm worker who was going to come and work for him. So a good opportunity for you. It's hay bales. He's got all the equipment, so it's perfect for what you need just now.
Steve, that's awesome. Honestly, I cannot thank you enough.
No worries at all, FSG, and I'll make sure I pay you for this contract straight away. I know you have a few cash flow issues just now, so I'll be sure to do that for you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. Well, things are looking up already, aren't they? Okay, let me go and get this Fendt. I know it's up at the yard here, and we'll hook it up to the trailer, and we'll just get this job done and dusted so we can get paid for it. Right, you said Frank had rolled it out and left it for us, so there it is. Look at that, nice old Fendt. Very nice tractor indeed. Right, let's get this job done and back to him as quickly as we can. Right, here we are. Like I said, I love our little Ford. It just doesn't have the grunt with these heavy loads. It will come in handy for things like tedding and mowing and things like that, I think. But for now, we just need that little bit of help. Right, let's park this up here. We'll have to come back and tidy this up. This is, of course, not our field, but we'll drop the combine back in the shed over there, and the Ford. We'll need to clear those bushes out of there as well at some point. But very quickly now, we'll get this down to the sell point and get this closed off, because could even start to lease some equipment, I think. That's going to have to be the way we do it to start with. It's going to be a while till we've got enough money to buy our own stuff, but let's get on with this. Oh, this is a completely different experience. Right, we'll see you at the tip point. Right, here we are. Let's get this tipped. Now, we'll have a look at the phone while we're here. Just check out that next contract, because I think it might be quite close to us here. Right, there we go. Last little bits. Let's pull up the HUD so we see how much money we get if there's any kind of overspill of contract crop, and there is. That's actually quite a bit. £1,396. How about that? Right. Yes, now, I said I was going to stop and look at the next contractor now, so let's just pull over, have a look at that. So there we go, harvesting completed. What we'll do, we'll collect that, because we can. And here is our next contract for a thatch farm. 20,000. They're going to pay us 20,000. They must be desperate. And we get to use their equipment. This is huge. And I do believe it literally is here. That's the farmer's fields straight ahead of us. So if I just roll out of here, we could just stop en route and check out what we've got to do. How exciting. Yeah, that's field 20 on our left there. So field 19 must be very close to it. So we're just going to go up to this junction here and see what's what. That's field 18 on the right there. So literally field 19 must be behind the sheds here somewhere. Let's drive past. Oh, there's the equipment actually sitting there waiting for us. And there it is, field 19. And I'm just looking at field 19. It is not a big field at all. This could be a real money spinner. In fact, dare I say, that's about a half of the size of the field we've just done. We're gonna get through this in no time at all. It's gonna pay 4 times as much. I know baling contracts are a little bit more convoluted, so they do take a little bit more time, but that is a lot of money for a small field. I am not going to complain though. Right, let's just do a little turnaround. Let's get back up to Steve's farm, get this dropped off. He's been very good at lending us this. Maybe we'll get to use it again in the future. But for now, we'll park all of this stuff up because we have got equipment ready to be used down here. So, we will see you in a little while. Right, here we are back at the field. I am going to just unhitch this trailer here. We'll run this back to the yard. We'll get everything tidied up and then we'll jump in the Landy. We'll head down for that contract. Right, the combine's put away here. We'll have to come back and grab the header trailer there. Make sure we run that back too. But I did take a bit of time. Just cleared some of the bigger bushes and some of the overgrown stuff out of the shed, just to make it feel a little bit more well kept. I mean, it's not much really, is it? But you know what, you've got to take a little bit of pride in stuff you do, and we will be back bigger and better at some point in the future. So let's get this tucked away and let's go and get the other stuff. Right, here we are heading back down to the other farm. Now, I've got to give a big shout out to the Fall guy who strongly recommends the food at the Cantley Cock, and they do a good beer as well. So, thank you for the local recommendation, sir. I will very much be checking that out at some point. But we probably need to get just a little bit of money in the bank first before we go blowing it on meals out in the evening. But definitely one to check out. Okay, here we are. Now, we did phone ahead and say we were on our way, and we were just told to crack on and get stuck into it. So, let's just pull up, park things up, and I think we'll just grab this huge chrome mower. First, this is overkill equipment for what we need, but at the moment, I couldn't have done this contract because I don't have any grass equipment of my own. So we are utilising this until we have our own. I'm just trying to think the best way out here. There's a bit of a loop around, isn't there? Yeah, so if I open these gates here, I'll head out of here. That's pretty handy. So, let's get some mowing done. Okay, so this is a little bit different to a Ford 7000. Let's see how we get on with this. I mean, it does feel overkill for this field, this tiny field, doesn't it? Feels more like the big American equipment that Stu would be using over there in the US. Maybe if we get back on our feet, we can give Stu a job. Right. Let's get this job done. Right, everything unfolded. Now this does swath drop, but because we're turning it into hay, there's absolutely no point in setting it up for that, because we're going to have to turn it again already. But there we go. Everything's set up. Let's get out of here. Right, there we go. As you can probably tell, that has taken us mere minutes to do. And the other real bonus is that the farm where the other equipment is right next door to us. So this is going to be probably the fastest contract I have ever done. And I have to say, I am incredibly grateful for it. Not in my wildest dreams did I think we would get something as big as this, as early as this, and without having the equipment that we've got as well. So I genuinely thought we would be a while before we could do the bigger contracts, but it sounds like there's some options here in terms of what can be done with people, I think, missing out on people coming to work for them. There's a real issue with farm workers letting farmers down after they've agreed to come and work for them. So I will take full advantage of that. Right, let's reverse this into shadowing. We're pretty much done with this now, certainly for this contract. So, let's jump into the fent, this massive fent, and go and ted that grass. Right, into this 930, which is glorious. Again, a bit overkill for this tiny little tedder, but it will do the job. I am not going to complain. The equipment that's been handed out to us is way better than anything we could afford at the moment, so let's get the job done. Again, this won't take too long, even though this is a bit smaller than that mower. This will not take long, and look at that windrower, that thing is an absolute monster. Right, we'll see you back at the field. Right, here we are. Let's get this lined up straight away, unfolded. And it is all systems go. Right, powered up, drop down. Again, see when we're done. Right, here we go. Last little pass, just a little bit of a half row here. We'll get this turned. Again, hasn't taken much time at all. I am astounded at the amount of money that they're offering me for this contract. Really am, when you look at the size of the field. But I am not going to complain. So, let's get this done. Run straight back to the farm. Grab that windrower straight away and get back here. Honestly, we could very much have this done before lunch if we play our cards right. There we go. End of the field. Right, here we are. Like I said, it's so close, it makes it very, very easy to get on with things. Right, round the baler here. We'll drop this in the shed as well. We'll try and leave everything better than where we found it. Hopefully this fits. It should do. If that big mower went in, this should drop in with no problems, and it does. Okay, that is that done. And let's grab this windrower. Right, let's get this unfolded. Let's just check the settings on it. Make sure that we are... see, it's left in its work mode at the moment, so we will change that. I think we'll have it central. So we'll pull everything into the middle. Create some nice windrows for ourselves. Or maybe not start right in the corner there as well. That will make it a bit awkward for the bale. We'll start somewhere here. Right, let's change our work mode. Middle. There we go. Perfect. Right. As we crack on. Right, here we are on the last pass. Hopefully we'll squeeze it all in. If not, we might just have to grab those little bits afterwards. This windrow is fantastic. Love this. Right, we're getting through this though. Look at these swaths. So these are nice, big, bulky swaths. Hopefully we'll get a few bales out of this. There is a bale trailer, an auto-load bale trailer as well for this contract. Again, something we don't use particularly often, but I am not going to complain in this instance about it in any way. It just means we'll get through it quicker and we'll get the money into the bank, which is awesome. So there we go. Actually, I might just leave that last little bit. I think there's enough there for the baler's pickup to grab. I am going to go and get this bit in the corner though. I did think about how we would get it out of the corner, but I think the reality is if I just drop this down and roll around here, we probably get the majority of it anyway. There we go. We've avoided the gate there. Brilliant. Right. We'll swap for the next bit of equipment. We are motoring though. And here we are again. Let's get this reversed in and out of the way, and then it is straight on to that baler. Now, the bale trailer is actually at the dealership. We need to go and pick that up. It's just been having some service and repairs done, so that's one of the jobs I've got to have to do. But actually, that's not a bad thing because my dad used to use that dealership when he was contracting down here, so it would be good to go and introduce myself. They could maybe help us out with some decent deals on equipment and things like that as well, so it's probably a good thing. Right, we're as far back as we can go here, so let's unhitch this, grab the baler, and then after that we've only got to grab them and take them to the sell point. Right, back in the field, let's get this unfolded. Powered up. A little bit premature there. There we go. All good to go. Right. Let's get this sorted, and then one more task to go. I cannot believe how quickly we've got through this. Anyway, we'll see you at the end of the field. Right, here we go. We're just picking up some of the straggly last pieces. Again, hasn't taken much time at all. Actually, quite a good crop of bales off this for such a small field. These are big-sized bales, but looking good. So, we'll just tidy up. We'll get all these loose ends out, and we'll get the last few bales out of the baler. And, yeah, we'll head back to the yard and then go and pick up the auto-load trailer. So, we will see you in a little while. Right, here we are back at the yard. Bales done. Right, now I've got to work out where the shop is so I can go and pick up the trailer. Hopefully it's not too far away. I'll just drop this bale here. Not a lot of space in those sheds there. We should probably shuffle things around, but as everything was left out for us, I'm sure he's probably happy that we've already put it in the sheds. Right, we will see you at the store. Now, of course, it was right on the other side of the map, so we've been travelling for quite a while to get here. But, hopefully, just ahead of us. There it is. I think I see the sign for it. We have the dealership. Yes, indeed. There it is. The Arcusin. Brilliant bit of kit. We've also been in here having a quick chat with them. They do remember my dad, actually, which is great. So, they have said they'll see what they can do, and they're going to keep their eye out for cheap second-hand equipment and give us first refusal on anything, which is brilliant as well. So let's grab this trailer, let's head on back and get those bales picked up. Right, here we are, just passing the farm. So I reckon 10 minutes it's going to take us to fill these up. Now, I don't know where we're selling them yet. I'll probably just check the PDA and make sure we're going to take them to the right place. Right, a quick check of the contract tells us we are going to Fisher Bale Sale. Now, let's find out where that is. There we are. There's a little bit of a, I guess, production area down here. That's where you can sell your silage, your manure, your wool, and it's got the animal dealer as well. It's right in the middle of that. So, again, another trek across the map, though. We are here in Field 19, so that is a long old drive to get over there. But that's fine. Look, I mean, that's where our combine is and our little shed, so we can make it work, though, can't we? Right. Let's get this all unfolded and everything ready to go. Well, here we go. We have got 10, 11, that's the 11th one going on the trailer there. This will be 12 and 13, 14, which leaves us with 3 spare bales, which is a bit frustrating. Because it's a long way to the sell point, but at the same time, 3 extra bales could be a little bit of extra cash for us. What I'm going to try and do, see if there's anywhere we can put them. This will be the last official one that we can get on. I wonder if we put them where the loading mechanism there is at the front. We could probably get 3 more on there. I don't know. Let's see. Will it let us pick up another one? We're obviously too big to manhandle, so it does not. Now, I did think we could maybe take them, but looks like we're doing 2 runs, so we'll head off to the sell point. And we'll see you there. It's going to take a while, and then we're going to have to come back and do it again just for those 3 bales, but that's life, right? Okay, we'll see you soon. Right, we're making good progress here, but it does give you an idea for how narrow some of these lanes are. I meet something coming the other way, they're going to know about it, and so am I, so I'm just taking it cautiously, but I would say we're probably halfway there now. Not too much further to go. So we'll see you there.
Hello, FSG. Steve here. Just a quick one. Do you know someone called Davey?
Well, yeah, of course I do. He worked for me on the farm. Lovely lad.
Well, he's literally just left the farm.
Really? What was he doing?
He dropped something off for you. He said he didn't want to hang around as he knew you were busy, but said he'd spoken to Eric and decided you would find this helpful. So next time you are passing, you might want to drop in and just see what he's left for you.
Oh, that's nice. I'll do that shortly. I'm just finishing off this contract and then I'll come and have a look.
Excellent. See you later, FSG.
That is interesting. I wonder what that is. I wonder why he didn't want to come and see me. He's probably keeping a bit of a low profile. I suppose all will come out when we head over to the farm and see what's what. But oh, nice that Davey's looking out for me. Let's put a smile on my face. Right, let's crack on and get these bales sold. Right, here we are. That is where we want to go. In here somewhere will be the bale sell point. There's the animal dealership. There's the sheep. Guessing we're the other side of this shed here. Yep, there we go. Get reversed in here. Now this does tip up, so I'm going to have to make sure I don't clip it on the roof. That's quite a low roof at the front, but if we can get inside the shed, we should be fine, I think. There we go. We are hopefully dropping them in the right place here. One more wide. There we go. Sold, sold, sold. Right. Let's get back to the other 3 bales. Right, here we are back again. Just with those 3 bales now. This will be money for us. There we go. 1,269 for 3 bales. I will take that every day of the week. Right. Let's get all this equipment returned to the farm, and I guess let's go and see Steve. Find out what Davey brought. Right, here we are. Let's bring this in the yard and park it up. And we'll jump in the Landy and head home.
Oh, hi, FSG.
Hello, Steve. I just thought I'd come and see what happened with Davey.
All I'll say is, go and look in the shed. He said you'd agreed to pay him for doing some work, which when the bailiffs arrived, you'd not yet paid him for. So he used his initiative and claimed the tractor belonged to him. Now he said he's decided you probably need it more than he does.
Really? It can't be what I'm thinking it is. Right, if this is what I think it is, oh my goodness, the county that he restored. I remember he paid for it to be restored, and I said I was going to pay him back, and then everything went pear-shaped and I didn't have a chance to deal with it. And he's brought it down here for me. What a guy. Now this is about 150 horsepower, so it actually solves our tractor problem too. Well, well, well. That's amazing. Okay, things are really looking up now. Now I am going to give him the money for this at a later date. He deserves it, but for now we have got ourselves a more practical tractor. We still don't have equipment, but with 28,000 in the bank, we might just be able to do something with this. That is exciting. Oh, he has got this running perfectly as well. How about that? Well, I guess on that note, we're going to go and look through some contracts and see if we can get this baby to work. But for now, from me, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.